There's a moment right around the time you start sweating from just walking outside when you realize summer's here. And with it comes that burning urge to escape, not just from your job, your routine, or your city, but from the ordinary. You're craving somewhere unforgettable, a place that doesn't just give you a break, but wakes you up. Somewhere that makes you say, yeah, that was worth every second and every cent. But let's face it, there's too much noise out there. Every influencer's shouting about hidden gems, travel agencies are pushing cookie-cutter packages, and half of TikTok's travel content is just drone footage slapped on lo-fi beats. What you really need is real talk from someone who's done the homework. You don't want another generic beach town or overhyped city that's swamped with tourists. You want impact, memory, magic. In this video, we're cutting through the fluff and bringing you the top 5 best places to visit this summer. Not based on boring travel brochures, but on experiences that leave you speechless, backdrops that make your friends jealous, and cultures that expand your soul. From cliffside European fantasies to untamed wilderness, this list hits every type of traveler. Let's get into it. Amalfi Coast, Italy, where romance, flavor, and views collide. If you've never been to the Amalfi Coast, prepare to question everything you thought you knew about beauty. This isn't just a travel destination, it's a lifestyle, soaked in sunlight, bathed in history, and dripping with charm at every turn. The Amalfi Coast stretches over 30 miles of Italy's southern shoreline, with tiny towns like Positano, Amalfi, and Ravello carved right into the cliffs. Each village is like a vertical postcard, pastel buildings stacked above glistening water, narrow winding streets filled with the smell of fresh lemon and sizzling seafood, and balconies overflowing with flowers that seem too perfect to be real. Summer is peak season here, and yes, it gets crowded, but that's because this place delivers on every front. Whether you're looking for adventure, romance, relaxation, or just a mind-blowing meal with a view, Amalfi gives you all of it effortlessly. And don't think it's just for honeymooners and Instagrammers. Adventurers can hike the Path of the Gods, a high-altitude trail that offers jaw-dropping views of the Mediterranean. Foodies will fall in love with lemon risottos, handmade pasta, and world-famous limoncello, made from lemons the size of grapefruits. And culture lovers can explore ancient cathedrals, 9th century watchtowers, and art galleries that feel frozen in time. But what makes Amalfi truly unforgettable is the pace of life. People here take their time, with meals, with conversations, with sunsets. You don't rush through Amalfi, you let it sink in. The rhythm of the waves, the hum of Vespas echoing off stone walls, the scent of salt in the air, it's all part of the experience. One minute you're sipping espresso on a rooftop terrace, the next you're floating in a hidden cove beneath towering cliffs. It's the kind of place where time slows down but your senses come alive. Want a tip? Skip the big tour groups, rent a small boat and explore the coast by sea. You'll find hidden beaches, grottos only accessible by water, and coves where you can dive straight into crystal blue silence. And if you can swing a night or two in Ravello, do it. It's quieter, higher up, and the views from Villa Simbrone's gardens will make your jaw hit the floor. The Amalfi Coast isn't just a destination, it's a memory waiting to be made. And in the summer, when the sun sets late and the streets glow with life, it's magic. Let's switch it up, from Mediterranean romance to rugged wilderness. If your idea of the perfect summer escape includes snow-capped peaks, glacier-fed lakes so blue they look photoshopped, and wildlife that walks right past your cabin, Banff National Park in Alberta, Canada needs to be on your list. No questions asked. This place isn't just beautiful, it's surreal. Banff is the kind of destination that makes you feel like you've been dropped into the backdrop of a fantasy film, except it's all real, and it's waiting for you this summer. Located in the heart of the Canadian Rockies, Banff offers a summer experience unlike anything else. While winter gets all the credit for skiing, it's in the summer when Banff truly opens up. The frozen lakes melt into glassy turquoise perfection, the wildflowers explode with color, and the hiking trails, hundreds of them, lead to panoramic views that stop you in your tracks. Let's talk about the stars of the show, Lake Louise and Moraine Lake. These two glacial lakes are the crown jewels of Banff, and yes, they live up to the hype. Picture yourself paddling a bright red canoe across a lake so still and blue it reflects the mountains like a mirror. That's not an exaggeration. That's every morning in Banff. But there's more here than just pretty water. Banff is adventure territory. You can spend your days hiking up ridgelines like the Big Beehive or Sentinel Pass, mountain biking through forested valleys, or even taking a guided glacier walk on the Columbia Icefield. And if you want a more relaxed pace, there's no shortage of scenic drives, hidden picnic spots, and wildlife sightings. Elk, bighorn sheep, and even bears are common, so keep your camera and your distance ready. One of the most underrated experiences? The Icefields Parkway, a 144-mile drive from Banff to Jasper that might be the most beautiful road trip on the continent. Towering peaks, waterfalls, ice fields, and lookouts that make you pull over every 10 minutes. Every turn feels like a postcard. And after a long day of exploring, Banff Town is there, waiting with cozy cafes, craft breweries, and a surprisingly lively nightlife for a mountain town. You can soak your sore legs in the Banff Upper Hot Springs, have a gourmet dinner with a mountain view, then crash in a rustic lodge that feels 1,000 miles away from city stress. Want a local tip? Skip the crowds at Lake Louise by getting there at sunrise. Not only will you beat the tour buses, but you'll also witness the sun hit the peaks and light up the lake like molten sapphire. And trust me, that moment, that silence, that view, it stays with you. Banff isn't just another national park. It's a reset button for your mind, your body, and your soul. It's a reminder of how small you are, in the best way possible. And in a world that's always rushing, Banff invites you to breathe deeper, look higher, and stay longer. If your summer needs a serious dose of fresh air, wild beauty, and real adventure, Banff is calling. Kyoto, Japan, where tradition breathes and summer feels sacred. Now, if you're someone who's craving something more soulful this summer, something that stirs not just your senses but your spirit, then Kyoto, Japan is your answer. While Tokyo is all bright lights and neon chaos, Kyoto is its quieter, older, wiser sibling. And when summer rolls around, it turns into a living, breathing painting, full of ancient rituals, swaying bamboo forests, shimmering temples, and festivals that feel pulled from another era. You're not just visiting a city here, you're stepping into a rhythm that's been going for over 1,000 years. Kyoto used to be the imperial capital of Japan, and you can feel that legacy in every stone path, every garden, every temple bell echoing through the humid summer air. Let's set the scene. It's late July. The cicadas are buzzing in the trees. You're walking through the narrow streets of Gion, where wooden tea houses lean into one another and geishas move like shadows between appointments. The warm wind carries the scent of tatami mats and grilled yakitori. You duck into a shaded alley and emerge at Kiyomizu-dera, a temple perched on a hilltop, with its massive wooden stage jutting out over a forested valley. You lean on the railing and look out, over the city, the pagodas, the misty hills. That's Kyoto in summer, and it's magic. Summer in Kyoto isn't just about sightseeing, it's about feeling. And the best way to do that is by immersing yourself in its timeless traditions. Start with a visit to Arashiyama Bamboo Grove. Early in the morning before the crowds arrive, walk slowly. Listen to the wind rustle through towering green stalks that stretch toward the sky like something out of a dream. This isn't just a tourist attraction, it's a moment of peace you'll carry with you for years. Then there's Fushimi Inari Shrine, with its thousands of red torii gates winding up the mountainside. Each gate is a prayer, a wish, a story. Hike the whole path. It's a spiritual workout with a view. But the real heart of Kyoto's summer is its festivals, none bigger than Gion Matsuri, which runs throughout July. We're talking elaborate floats pulled through the streets, performers in full traditional costume, and a sense of cultural pride that hits you like a wave. It's not staged, it's not for tourists. This is real living culture. And when you're in the middle of it, shoulder to shoulder with locals under paper lanterns, sipping cold green tea, you understand just how special Kyoto is. And don't sleep on the food. Summer in Kyoto is all about seasonal flavors and cooling textures. Try kuzukiri, chilled transparent noodles served in a bamboo tray with sweet syrup. Visit a kaiseki restaurant where every dish is an artwork of temperature, color, and timing. And if you're sweating in the heat, head to the riverside dining decks of Kibuni, where you can eat literally above a mountain stream with water trickling beneath your feet. It's as refreshing as it sounds. Want one more insider tip? Visit one of the lesser-known temples at night, like Shorin Inn, which lights its gardens in ethereal blues and greens during summer evenings. It's like walking through a dreamscape, minus the crowds. Kyoto in summer isn't about checking off attractions, it's about surrendering to a mood, quiet, reflective, yet deeply alive. It's where you remember how rich simplicity can be, and while it may not offer sandy beaches or buzzing nightlife, it delivers something far more valuable: presence. So if this summer you're not just looking to travel, but to transform, Kyoto's waiting. Santorini, Greece, where every sunset feels like a celebration. Let's shift the vibe from sacred temples to sheer spectacle. If you've ever seen a travel magazine cover or a desktop wallpaper of white buildings with cobalt blue domes rising above an endless sea, chances are you were looking at Santorini. And no, it's not overrated. It's not overhyped. In fact, when you step foot on this volcanic island in the heart of the Aegean Sea, you'll realize that nothing you've seen in photos does it justice. Santorini isn't just a place you visit, it's a place you feel. And in summer, it feels like the world was designed to slow down, soak in beauty, and breathe out joy. This isn't just a beach vacation, this is aesthetic overload. Cliffside villages, black and red sand beaches, wine that tastes like sunshine, and sunsets that stop conversations mid-sentence. It's sensory paradise. Let's start with the heavy hitter, Oi. This is the town you've seen on every travel blogger's feed. And yes, it gets crowded, but that's because the sunsets here are legendary. Not good, not beautiful, legendary. People arrive an hour early, grab a seat on a wall or a rooftop, and when the sun starts to dip, silence falls. The sky turns gold, then orange, then this ridiculous pink lavender mix that reflects off the whitewashed buildings like the whole town is glowing from within. It's not just a sunset, it's a communal experience. Queenstown, New Zealand, the adventure capital. You didn't know you needed this summer. Let's flip the script. While the Northern Hemisphere is sweating through peak summer, Queenstown, New Zealand is enjoying crisp winter air, snow-dusted mountains, and a whole different kind of thrill. But don't let the season fool you. Queenstown is one of the best summer getaways if you're looking to escape the heat and embrace adrenaline. Nestled on the shores of Lake Wakatipu and surrounded by the Southern Alps, Queenstown is like a postcard that never stops moving. This town doesn't ask if you want to relax or get your heart racing. It offers both, simultaneously. Whether you're sipping Pinot Noir at a lakeside vineyard or free-falling from 15,000 feet during a skydive, Queenstown makes sure you're feeling alive. This is the global capital of adventure sports. Bungee jumping? Born here. Jet boating? Perfected here. Skiing, paragliding, ziplining, mountain biking, it's all right outside your hotel door. And the best part? The setting. Every experience comes with jaw-dropping views of alpine peaks and reflective lakes. But Queenstown isn't all about adrenaline. It's also luxury meets nature. You can spend the morning on a wild heli hike through glacier country and be back by afternoon for a hot pool soak and 5-star dinner. The food scene is next level, from legendary burgers at Fergburger to lakeside fine dining where the lamb melts like butter.